but we also need to understand they are paying $185 a head, and we need to make sure that we give them a premium product. We might be thinking that things are expensive now, but we might be looking around going far out. I wish I bought in 2021. Market is still very strong. Vendors' expectations were here and the buyers were prepared to pay significantly more. We're going to try and get the buyer to increase to 4.7 and get it on the market. I don't think anyone else is going to bid. So we have an increased bid to $4,700,000. Sold. Congratulations, ma'am and sir. Well bought. So we're on our way to Sella Vinoteca to see my very good friend and business partner, Fabio Dore. Fabio, actually, you know, it's a funny story. I first met Fabs at Limoncello restaurant, for those of you who may recall, in Double Bay, many years ago. It was interesting because Fabio couldn't speak English and I couldn't speak Italian, and Pepe was with me. Both Pepe and I couldn't speak Italian. Pepe could speak a little bit, and we tried to communicate and we just became great friends. We really hit it off. Fabio ended up coming over to our house for dinner. We went to his place for dinner, and we ended up flying over to Italy to Sardinia for his wedding. So Fabio had been speaking to me for a long time about wanting to open up his own restaurant, and an opportunity came up literally just before COVID lockdown to open up a restaurant together, and here we are today. About 6 months in, the birth of Sella, and it's a fantastic Mediterranean wine bar restaurant. We're having a lot of fun. What we're going to do is we're actually having a real estate night where people can come. They've booked already their seats. We actually booked it out in 5 hours. 5 hours flat, booked out. Full restaurant, $185 a ticket, so we need to make sure we put on a really good show. Fabio's going to match all the food with the wines, and Jake and I have to come up with a menu in conjunction with our incredible head chef, Marco Mazzotti. So Marco's meeting us this afternoon. Jake and I are going to go through a few ideas that we have, and I'm sure he's going to be pulling us into line as to what we can and can't cook. But it's exciting. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of no's. Too expensive. No, too expensive. Food costs, boys.
Let me tell you, it got pretty competitive in COVID. Got pretty competitive until old mate here decided to cook the snow egg from Key Restaurant.
I had to bring it out. I had too many people saying, I think Damo pips you. I was like, oh, that can't happen. I've got a degree at home that says it shouldn't happen.
Fabio! How are you, mate?
Very good.
Where's the big boss?
Chef, the executive chef arrived.
Marco!
Hello.
How are you, mate?
How are you?
Macchiatone per me grazie. That means I'll take a macchiatone, me old mate. Beautiful boy. Is that what it is? Huh?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Grazie. Cheers, mate. So, boys, we need to plan out the real estate dinner night. Talk about how many people are coming. We need to think about what our menu's going to be. So Jake and I had a couple of ideas on what we thought we'd like to try and cook. We want to run those ideas past you. But we want to make sure that they have a great night, but we also need to understand they are paying $185 a head to be here. So it's a premium night, and we need to make sure that we give them a premium product in what we cook, and obviously the service will be outstanding. So we think that it's important when people sit down that they have maybe 3 things. And we're thinking that one of those 3 things we think should be the tuna ball. It's our signature dish.
It could be a smaller portion.
Yep. It could be smaller if you want it to be. Depends, it's up to you. I wanted to create a venison ragu or a venison mix inside. It doesn't have to be venison, I'm not precious about that, but make a cigar. Like, what was the pastry that you mentioned the other day?
You can use like
Filo.
either filo or brick pastry.
And then I'm thinking like cut the end off like a cigar, cut the end off. And I was thinking like you could, you know the vegetable ash you make?
Yeah.
Like you could have the vegetable ash, for example, and dip it maybe, I don't know if it would stick, but dip it in the vegetable ash, which looks like it was the ash of the cigar. And I thought if we wanted to get really sexy, we could serve it in an ashtray and pour liquid nitrogen around so it was like smoke. What do you think, Heston?
Visually looks fantastic. Let's figure out if we can make it happen.
I'm excited, really excited. And you're getting my Chef Whites.
Yes, it's coming.
What are you writing, Damien Cooley or Damiano?
I think I said Damien Cooley.
All right, let's go.
So I just thought, bugger it.
Mate, let me say this. It is all about the value that you bring to the table. You are a great auctioneer, you present well, you have a great brand in your local marketplace. People want to use you and you should be rewarded for that. The only way we can earn more money as auctioneers is by either doing more auctions or charging more for the fee that we charge. That is the only way we can earn more money. And if you believe in the value proposition that you bring to the table, then you'll get whatever fee you want to charge.
That sounded very camera work.
That was all fucking camera and it was all on film. (27th of March, I think it was, the Super Saturday just before Easter. We had 105 auctions for our company. We had an auction clearance rate of 86%. Now the difference from those stats to today, for Saturday just gone, we had 96 auctions. We had an 85% clearance rate, so basically the same. And it's that constant communication with your vendor about keeping them up to date with what's happening in the market. I believe that is critical to make sure that you are one of those 86% people who are clearing their auction on the day. I also don't think you need to rush in and just take any price at auction. You know, if it's not the right price, I actually think that we should have confidence not selling it and going back to market with an asking price. You wait till the borders open and then the students come back. Like, I actually think that we might be thinking that things are expensive now, but we might be looking around going far out. I wish I bought in 2021.
Damo, so Lizzie will liaise with you.
Yeah.
You'll do East asks the same thing, Johnny.
But like, we'll just do a Zoom and everyone can tune in.
Everyone-
You want me to just do it with you?
Person.
Why don't we go for dinner and we can do it together? I think what really sets great agents apart from the rest are those agents that have incredible rapport and have built a great relationship with the vendors that they're selling for. Those vendors trust them, they listen to them, they are the trusted advisor. I also think those agents have a great relationship with their buyers. They qualify their buyers incredibly well. They speak to their buyers regularly. It's that consistency of contact that builds trust. Those agents that have good quality relationships are the ones that seem to get better results. That's really cool. Like, whilst we've been up there doing that training session with the North Shore team of the agency, I've just received confirmation of a 26 lot subdivision that I pitched on to auction individually at $1,000 an auction at my fee, and they've just been booked in. They trust me, they believe that I'm the right person for the job. And it wasn't even a question of whether I was too expensive or too cheap or about the value. I believe in my fee, I believe in the service that I provide, and I believe in my ability to negotiate the best deal on auction day, whether that's one-on-one negotiating or whether that's live negotiating in the open whilst I'm calling the auction. And that has enabled me to win that business, and that's going to be going to auction on a Saturday at the end of June, and 26 auctions being sold individually, one after the other, starting at about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. That's after I do, 6 or 7 on-site auctions before that. All right, guys, we're auctioning this apartment tonight down in Double Bay. It'll be popular. Yep.
Been quoting 1112.
Yep. Third, final, all done, bidding.